In Pakistan's northwest Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, the spectre of sectarian violence looms large. Once a region of historical tribal coexistence, it is now gripped by deadly attacks targeting Shia Muslims. Recently, a horrifying incident claimed 38 lives when armed gunmen ambushed two convoys of Shia pilgrims in the Khurram district. Women, children, and even police escorts were among the victims, as extremist factions orchestrated yet another coordinated strike to deepen the already entrenched sectarian divide. A report. Sectarian conflict between Shia and Sunni extremist groups has deep roots in Pakistan, but the violence has become more acute and deadly in recent years. In the latest attack, two passenger vans travelling through Lower Khurram's district's Ochat area were ambushed by armed assailants. The convoy, mostly comprising Shia Muslims from Parachinar, was under the protection of police and military personnel. Yet, as it entered Sunni-majority villages, militants struck, killing 38 people and injuring 11 others. Disturbing footage circulating on social media reveals the aftermath: bloodied bodies, destroyed vehicles, and anguished survivors. The Khurram district, bordering Afghanistan, has become a flashpoint where tribal animosities and sectarian strife are aggravated by external influences. The Pakistani military's actions in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa have drawn significant criticism.
They have realized that since 1979, the Punjabi Army of Pakistan has played a very dirty game in Pakhtun belt, both side of Durand line. And now today, if we see the political leadership of Pakhtuns is PTI, which is against Pakistan Army. Then you have PTM, which has emerged as the only grassroots political party and rights party under Manzoor Pashtun, the PTM Pakhtun Tahaffuz movement, and then historically ANP of Bacha Khan. So all these Pakhtun leaderships and Pakhtun parties have realized that Punjabi army has played a dirty game, and they have become the biggest victim of terrorism created by Pakistan army. So today, whatever is happening in KP is nothing new.
Over the years, the army has collaborated with various tribal factions to maintain control in volatile areas. However, many of these groups harbor Sunni extremist sympathies, further deepening the divide between Sunni and Shia communities. Rather than fostering stability, these alliances have emboldened sectarian militias. The rise of terrorist groups like the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP) and the Hafiz Gul Bahadur faction has created a dangerous environment where violence is used as a tool of dominance. This growing militarization of sectarianism has left civilians trapped in an unending cycle of fear and survival.
In Balochistan now, Pakhtun issue has been a headache of Pakistan army, and this is called karma, because Pakistan always created terrorist groups, especially from these Pakhtuns, to terrorize people of India. And now, after creating so many terrorist groups to create terrorism in India and Afghanistan, today they are paying the price, the Pakistan army, by creating terrorist groups. And it will not be easy for Pakistan army to control them.
Despite the Pakistan government's assurances of peace, the ground reality remains grim. The influence of militant groups with ties to the Afghan Taliban has seeped into Pakistan, exploiting sectarian tensions for their own agendas. For extremist factions, the division between Sunni and Shia communities serves as a powerful weapon to destabilize the region further. The Shia minority, already vulnerable, has become a frequent target in this relentless conflict. Their plight symbolizes the broader challenges facing Pakistan, a country grappling with radicalization, fractured governance, and an inability to protect its citizens from rising extremism.